Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we are unpacking this week's comic book order for Tuesday, July 16th. These all go on sale Wednesday, July 17th at Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. We're going to start with some of the figures and figurines and novelty items we got in. First, the Planet Express ship from Futurama. Very excited to have those in. Some of the pop figurines that came in this week include Vegeta, and we're excited to have those as well. Graphic novels. It looks like there is a Teen Titans Raven graphic novel that arrived that is getting good reviews. Also, Die Die Die, Robert Kirkman's book after Walking Dead. The first trade paperback's available in that, and so we've got it here as well. And then also these beautiful 50th anniversary reproductions of the first Vampirilla. It is down to even the advertisements on the inside. They have reconstructed it just as it was 50 years ago. Great idea and a beautiful item to have. First comic we're going to start with this week will be from Marvel, Age of X-Men Omega, issue 1. And then from DC, we're going to go right into, and DC's killing it this week, trust me. We go into Aquaman, issue 50. And it is the return of Black Manta. And one of our top 5 covers of the week, and was in the running for the cover of the week, is the Black Manta variant cover, cardstock variant cover from DC, which is just gorgeous and part of DC's killing it, of which you will hear us speak often. Next up, also from DC, Batman, issue 75. Fantastic cover in and of itself. Really, really wonderful. There was a bit of a shortage on our Batman 75s. We've talked to Diamond. They're going to get that fixed. It'll take about a week to 2 weeks to get them here, but we only got about half of the Batmans we normally carry, so bear with us on that. But that's the standard cover. And then the beautiful, again in the running for cover of the week, didn't quite get there, the Bane variant cover. Just gorgeous. Next up from Boom Studios, issue 12 of Black Badge. Kind of Boy Scouts gone awry. And then from Image Publishing, oh my gosh, I'm always excited when his books come out. Rick Remender, Black Science, issue 41. Just a great book, great writer. Read everything he puts out, please. Titan Comics comes in next with Blade Runner 2019. Titan Comics is also up next with Bloodborne, The Veil Torn Asunder, issue 13. Next up from Archie Comics, we have Blossoms 666, or as we like to say here in the store, Blossoms. Marvel comes in next with issue 8 of Captain Marvel. And again, one of the runners up for cover of the week was the Captain Marvel Carnageized variant for issue 8. Just beautiful. DC is up next with DC's Young Animal Collapser, issue 1. And there's the variant for Collapser, issue 1. Marvel then comes in next with issue 8 of Daredevil. And not in the running for cover of the week, the Daredevil Carnageized variant. Marvel is up again next with issue 15 of Deadpool. And a fantastic Carnageized in the running for cover of the week as well. Deadpool Carnageized issue 15. Scotty Young, that is absolutely a fantastic cover. Another great cover this week that is in our top 5s. Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, issue 2. Fantastically drawn book, looks gorgeous. Really great for kids. Then from Titan Comics, we have Doctor Who, the 13th Doctor, issue 10. Marvel is up next with Domino Hot Shots, issue 5. Dynamite Publishing is up next with Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, issue 7. Kind of a nice looking cover. And again, the gorgeous variant cover for Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, issue 7. Nice boobage. Image is up next with issue 3 of Excellence. And then we have from Image Publishing, we have issue 4 of Fair Lady. I think that's who Mr. Fox took to prom. And that is the variant cover for Fair Lady issue 4. Then from Boom Studios, a great book from Brian Azzarello, Faithless. And that is also issue 4. And we do carry the erotica covers. And this is a Ginny Frazzone erotica cover. It's obviously bagged and boarded so kids can't see what's in there. Spoiler alert, it's boobs and butts. Next from Boom Studios as well, we have Firefly, issue 8 from Greg Pak. Great book. Marvel is up next with the Giant Size X-Men issue 1 facsimile edition. Great concept. Those of you who want to read these books but you don't want to buy a $200 or $300 version of it to read, there you go. Image is up next with a great run called Gideon Falls. If you're not reading this, do yourself a favor, pick it up. You'll love it. Issue 15 for Gideon Falls, and as always, the variant covers there. From Zenoscope Publishing, again an issue 4, must be an issue 4 kind of week. Hellchild, Blood Money, great cover, great boobs. Next up from Image, we have Hit Girl, issue 6. And then from Marvel, we have issue 21 of The Immortal Hulk. And Image then brings us issue 8 of Infinite Dark. Marvel then brings us issue 7 of Invaders. And Dynamite Publishing is up next with James Bond 007. And that is issue 009. See what I did there? 009. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, issue 3 out of 5 total of Joe Gullum, Occult Detective. So we're over halfway done with that one. Next up from DC, issue 28 of Justice League. And again, just a fantastic Justice League variant cover for issue 28. Next up, one Mr. Fox is quite excited by is from Joe Benitez, Lady Mechanica, and that is Sangre number 2. And that's what the variant cover looks like there. They give you a nice 50-50 mishmash of covers there, which is always a great thing. Next up from Valiant, which if you're not reading Valiant, there's just something wrong with you. But from Valiant, we have issue 5 of The Life and Death of Toya Harada. And if you have that on your pull list, this is the edition you'll get. It has additional pages of content for the same price. Image comes up next with chapter 5 of Little Bird. I think Mrs. Fox gives that to Mr. Fox every morning. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 1 of Low Key. And as we often do, the carnageized variant of issue 1 of Loki. Black Box Comics is up next with issue 2 of Militia. And then up next from Dark Horse, we have issue 4 of Neil Gaiman's American Gods, The Moment of the Storm. DC is up next with Dan Jurgens' Nightwing, Court's Ship of Owls, which looks like they're going to start examining Scott Snyder's Court of Owls. And that brings us to this week's cover of the week, which is the Court of Owls variant, cardstock variant cover for Nightwing, issue 62. That is just a gorgeous cover. Great job, DC. Keep up the good work. Dark Horse Comics come in next with issue 1 of The Orville, New Beginnings. Great looking book. Brian Michael Bendis brings us issue 11 of Pearl. And then from Image Publishing, we have issue 12 of Port of Earth. Marvel brings us The Punisher, Annual 1. IDW comes in next with Ragnarok, The Breaking of the Helm, issue 1. Up next from Vault, we have a very interesting looking comic called Resonant, and that's issue 1 of that. And there's the variant cover on Resonant. Next up from Image, we have The Ride, issue 2, Burning Desire. IDW comes in next with issue 3 of Road of Bones. And then Marvel is up next with Secret Wars, annual number 1 for Ghost Panther. And then Marvel's up again with issue 2 of Silver Surfer Black. And there is the cover for the variant for Silver Surfer Black. Next up from Image, a great title that quite a few of you are reading here at Fox's. Sonata, issue 2, a great book, very well written, surprisingly well done. And the beautiful variant cover for Sonata in our top 5 covers of the week. As is the Marvel Spider-Man Life Story, the 2000s, issue 5 for Spider-Man Life Story. That's just a great iconic cover. So we decided to give Marvel a bone there. Close to the top 5, but didn't quite get there, was the Star Wars Dr. Aphra issue 34. What did make our top 5 is the Star Wars Dr. Aphra issue 34 variant of Luke Skywalker hanging upside down underneath the Death Star. Was going to wave to us, but he couldn't. But you got to hand it to him.
He's underneath Cloud City.
Next up from Marvel is Star Wars TIE Fighter, issue 4. And then from DC, we have Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, issue 1. And a great looking variant cover for Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, issue 1. Kind of an iconic look. Up next from DC, we have issue 32 of Teen Titans. And one of our top 5 covers of the week was the Teen Titans issue 32 Lobo variant. Also from DC Comics, issue 35 of Teen Titans Go. IDW comes in with issue 9 of Transformers, A Bold New Era. Marvel has issue 22 up next with Uncanny X-Men issue 22. And then the beautiful Carnageized variant of that, which is in our top 5 covers of the week. You'll see that in our published list we put out every week of our top 5 covers. That'll be on there. Also one of our top 5 covers of the week, Dynamite's Vampirilla, issue 1. And then one of the great variant covers for Vampirilla. And then another great Vampirilla cover, although technically if they put the guillotine down, it's going to shave off her butt cheeks, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there. It's a little troubling. And then yet another beautiful variant cover for Vampirilla number 1. And then from DC, we have Wonder Woman, Come Back to Me, issue 1. And last but not least, Marvel with issue 10 of X-Force. So that's the comics for this week. They go on sale tomorrow morning, Wednesday, July 17th, here at Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Hope to see you here. Thanks.